Okay, Mercedes W202 cabin air filter. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to turn the heating and air conditioning. I'm going to turn the blower motor on. Now, up until you get to the maximum, until you get to the actual last speed, you should never hear the blower motor go in your car. It should be whisper quiet. So if you listen to this, I don't know if you can hear it. Hold on. Okay, so now you can hear that humming. I'm going to turn it down. That means either the cabin air filter is blocked, or outside something is blocking off the air intake at the base of the windshield. And that could blow the motor because the motor gets cooling air in from outside. It also cools the motor off as it blows air in here into the car. The cabin air filter is located underneath the glove box. And if that's blocked off, it's gonna, force the fan to work harder, and your fan's gonna blow up. And who wants to replace a $200-300 fan if you can just replace a $7 cabin air filter? So anyway, I'm going to show you how to replace the cabin air filter. We're going to check that, and hopefully that's the problem. If not, there's probably leaves or something built up under the hood from the fall. Leaves and crap have gotten in there and possibly jammed up some of the air vents up in there. It doesn't look like it from the outside, but I might have to take it apart to see. So we're going to pull the cabin air filter out, and they're about $7. It's like I said, it's a lot cheaper to replace one of these things than to replace your fan motor. So of course it's snowing like a bastard. It's never nice weather when I work. I don't know why. So first thing is there's 3 screws right at the bottom. Where am I? 1, 2, 3. Right at the bottom underneath the glove box. Take those off. Be back in a second. Okay, 3 screws out from the bottom right above the passenger's knees right here. And then the last one is this plastic screw on the inner vent, or the foot vent. Just twist it and pull. This whole thing comes out, and now if you look up, oh, let's get back far enough. Plastic clip here, push it toward the center. Plastic clip on that side. Sorry. Toward the center. And oh, the sucker's stuck. Come on. Alright, give me a second. I gotta loosen this. I need 2 hands. Okay, it was a little sticky, pulled down. The first thing you want to do is look under here, and aha! Got some leaves and crap built up in here. Now this isn't the cabin air filter, this is just the blower motor down here, and we want to check in here. This is another one of the things we want to check. Cabin air filters right there on the back. Sorry, I'll pull away these 2 clips here. But anyway, this is the fan motor. This is what you want to check first, but we've got a bunch of crap built up in there. So I'm going to vacuum that out and take another check. Anyway, I'll vacuum that out and be back in a second. Actually, I'll show you how to pull this off first. Cabin air filter. Slide these clips outwards. Oh crap, I slid that one all the way off. It went, oh, there we go. Shit! Excuse my language. It fell down behind the passenger footwell cover. Just be careful with that when you're doing it. Crap, I did that last time too. Anyway, pull the cover off. Look at all the crap in there. No wonder this thing's noisy as hell. Look at this shit. And I vacuum my vents all the time too. Look at this shit in here. So, yanking the filter down. Wow. You think this was blocked up a little bit? Oh. Yeah, just a tad bit blocked. Look at this crud. Look at this. Lovely. Actually, you know what? Let's turn on the fan and see what it sounds like now. Woohoo! There's a good way to blow your crap out. Of course it's going to be louder because I've got the sorry, the covers and everything off. But it's a good way to blow all the crap out. I don't know if that's dust going past the screen or snow. Anyway, I'm going to clean this out. I'm going to suck all this out with a vacuum, with a shop vac, and I'll grab the new cabin air filter. And let's just take a good look at this. Look at that. Nice. Alright, back in a minute. Okay, so if like me you drop your cabin air filter slide clip, just pull back the carpeting and the footwell, just pull it forward. And there's a guard here under the footwell, metal piece, there's computers and stuff behind here. Anyway, there's 3 plastic 10 mil bolts holding it on. Just take out the top one, bend it forward, and that's what I got mine now. Anyway, so I'm going to put that back on, and I vacuumed out everything in here. I'm going to put the filter in a second. New filter. Old filter. Bit of a difference. So, 2 seconds. Okay, so, do I have light on or not? Retrieve my screws, put everything back together, put the carpet back in. Vacuum out the duct where the air comes in. Vacuumed out the blower motor, and make note of which way you pulled your cabin air filter out. But if you didn't, the feet face toward the passenger door. It goes in this way toward the front. That direction. Put it in this end at first and then rotate it. So. Okay, so that's in, and we're just going to put the cover back on, which I'm going to need 2 hands for. I'm going to put the cover back on, and that's about it, and then we're going to listen to the fan and see if it sounds any better. I'm pretty damn sure it will. Okay, so I'm going to turn the fan back on and see if we can hear a difference. Lovely. I hear a whistle. That means there's still a leaf stuck up in there somewhere. You guys that don't park under a million oak trees or whatever, you don't really have to worry about this stuff, but seriously, leaves getting inside your vent are a serious problem for rust, for your heating air conditioning system. Keep them vacuumed out. I keep them vacuumed out religiously, and this still happens to me. And so it's a big problem, honestly. It causes a lot of rust, it causes a lot of problems. So I'm going to pull the cover off again and stick the vacuum up in there again, see if I can't suck something out. And anyway, I'm going to keep doing that until I can get that whistle going away, because that will drive me nuts, and I'll let you know. Okay, I've removed the cover again from the fan, and I've left it running while I was vacuuming around it. Be careful, you're not going to hit the fan plates. Obviously you don't want to replace the fan. I also greased the center bearing. It's still moving here. Lubricated that up. It's a lot quieter now. I don't know how it's going to sound on camera, but it's a lot quieter. I don't have all the covers and everything back on. I don't have the filter back in, but I did get more leaves and more crap out of there. So just turning it on with the filter off and a vacuum up there, I sucked up a whole bunch more crap. And too intense. Look, the new filter, look, there's actually stuff in there from when I first stuck it in. So, you know, it still wasn't completely cleaned out in there. So I'm going to stick this back in and give it one more shot. Okay, forgot to mention, if you're removing the cover for the fan motor, you have to unplug the electrical connection first to put it back on and take it off. Much quieter now. I did get some more crap out of there, quite a bit more crap out of there actually. So I'm going to stick this cover into the slots in the back and then rotate it up. Actually, you know what? Wow, that looks a lot dirtier on film. I'm going to clean that again. Jesus. Okay. Now the fan's back in, you can barely hear it running. That's speed 5. Turn up the highest speed. And again, you can barely hear it. So everything's back in. Cover for the cabin air filter, cover for the motor. back in. There's the electrical connector there. It just pulls down if you remove this cover. There was some crap under there in mine. It might not be in yours, depends on where you park. As I said, a little bit more vacuuming, and that got all the crap out of there. And the engine's now, or the fan's now quieter. Blows a heck of a lot more air, moves a lot more air, obviously, because it's not restricted, and the expensive motor is not going to get blown now. So I'm just going to reinstall the knee cover, which is also going to make it quieter as well. So I'll show you when I'm completely done. Okay, so all done. The airflow has increased quite a bit, but oddly enough, it's still loud. Never had that issue before. I mean, airflow is ridiculously increased, a ton more increase. I'm not 100% sure why that is, but I'm going to look into it and see if I can't find something else. It's very, very possible that the vents at the top of the hood are blocked off. If that's true, I'm going to have to pull everything. I'm going to pull the windshield wiper off and everything to get down in there. And won't be too happy about that, but what can you do? If you got it, you gotta. Again, you can only really hear it on high speed, but it shouldn't be quite that loud. But ridiculously a huge amount more airflow in there. Seems like a long video for a cabin air filter, which should be a 2-minute job to replace. But again, you know, this is a 15-year-old car. That's about 80,000 kilometers on that cabin air filter since I did it last time. And disgusting. Again, I live under a ton of trees. I park under trees. I'm cleaning leaves and stuff out of there every day. Snow, rain, everything else. Those things do take a beating. It probably seems silly in your manual that that it says to replace it every, what is it, 30, 40,000 Ks, or I'm not sure in the manual. I think it's around 30,000 Ks, which sounds like very little, but it actually isn't, depending on where you live. Anyway, hope that helps somebody out. Real quick last minute addition. After about 20 minutes of the fan running, it's quieted down significantly. I think it just seated. It needed to seat the filter, you know, blow against the filter and get it seated and sealed up properly. And now it is. You know, as you're driving, you can't hear from the driver's seat. You can't hear the fan unless it's on high, and then it's just barely a whisper. You might not hear it over the road noise. Anyway, like I said, it took a few minutes to seal itself, and everything's hunky-dory. All good.